You thought we were nerds before. Now we're doing tabletop gaming. We will be playing kind of an introduction game of Call of Cthulhu. This will be a special one, because this will be the beginner version, that homebrew kind of thing, that I made for a couple of events that will hopefully get a few people into it, and maybe get an ongoing game going. Tonight I'm joined by our resident V and Kat. Say hi.
Hello, I'm Kat.
The energy.
Hello.
The excitement. Ooh, don't worry, this game's gonna get mad.
You were made for internet production.
Can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
So, would everyone like to introduce their characters, occupation, and then V, those three things I told you to do earlier. So we'll start with Kat, because V forgot to do that.
My character is Stanley Lars. He's a doctor, and he's 45. Pretty cool.
V. Hi.
Hi. I'm definitely not still coming up with book titles.
At least give us your character's name and occupation.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the default stuff because I remembered a voice I really love doing that everyone hates, and I'm 100% doing it. But I
already know which one it is.
I am Tina Larson, and I am an author.
And these are characters I made for competition, and usually I would give the writer. I'm gonna give V a bit of time with this one, but the challenge is to think up 3 titles and 3 very one-line synopsises of those titles for what their character has written. Hooray! Because the game we're playing is Call of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu is a detective game where you're trying to either solve a crime, solve a mystery, etc., working as a team or as a group. Also, unspeakable Lovecraftian horrors. So the game itself, the way I'm doing it with the beginning thing, a lot of things have been a bit easier. There'll be a degree of failure. So if you maybe fail by 4 or 5, I might let it slide with a thing here or there. The thing I have come up with, because it's like easier this way, but so much harder in a different way. And this is the bit I love doing, because it really fucks people over. There's a sanity system, and usually it's you lose so much sanity, something happens to you, and it's usually preset. I play differently. See, this is my big ass, big book.
That is the book that David uses to fuck people.
Boom! Yeah, I use it as home defense. So I have this page here.
I don't like that drawing on the bottom.
Oh yes, thank you. So if you, at any point, lose more than 3 sanity, and this stacks, by the way, David will choose something, either at random, or I'll let you roll for it, or basically I might just pick something because I find it funny, from these 2 pages, and you will have to play with them. And these 2 pages are phobias and manias.
Yay. Yay.
This can be so much fun. I literally, let's have a couple of examples. I once had a guy who was afraid of his own hair. I was doing Beyond the Mountains of Madness campaign, which is set in the Arctic, and I made someone afraid of heat. I was doing Dunwich Horror one, and I made someone afraid of beds, and while everyone's trying to set the big final encounter with the boss, he ran into the hotel and destroyed every bed. So, these can be fun.
Violence.
Oh, this game is very violent. So that's kind of what we're working with. I will try to tell rules as we do it, so it's not too heavy. But yeah, let us begin with V telling us the name of the titles of the books they've written.
Yeah. So I have. I hate that I had to do this. Golfing with Giants. Big strokes with lots of jokes.
Hell yeah, I'd buy that. I'd buy the VHS tape that comes with that.
Hi, this is Golfing with Giants. Over this next 4-hour documentary, we will be... Okay, now let's move on. So your second title.
Then I have the biography of John Holmes, the story of a fallen hero.
This is set in the 1930s, so this is a different John Holmes.
Lastly, I have The Cat Did It. Murder mystery where the cat is the prime suspect.
You do realize there's a Call of Cthulhu campaign where that is literally the story.
Is it really?
I'm not even kidding.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my god!
I don't know if it's 100% official one, but I've played a campaign back when I was originally playing this game, where literally it was the cat is like an old Egyptian god.
It's just the cat.
And they literally murdered someone by summoning other cats. It's based on one of the Lovecraft short stories. Cats of...
What a way to go out.
Ishar, I think? But yeah.
Oh.
So let us begin. The game is set in 1932, April 3rd, in Arkham, Massachusetts. Now, Arkham is a small city which has a okay police force, but they're all officers and constables. They don't have any detectives. So occasionally they bring in the Arkham Detective Club, which has several members, two of which have been summoned early in the morning. It's about 6 a.m. and you've been summoned, brought in by a very, 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 very new-fangled thing called an automobile, which is kind of chugging along, and you're brought to the Arkham Opera House, which is a beautiful, beautiful old building, fantastic, very, very gothic, and it's fancy.
Someone's
outside of it,
you
you
could be assassinated outside here.
Outside of it, you can see a couple people have gathered. You see some photographers, journalists, and you see basically your handler, Detective William Thatcher. He's the one you usually answer to and is usually getting you to assist. He kind of gestures you over. You come over. He says, "So, there's been a murder. Bum, bum, bum. 5 a.m. The night watchman found the body inside on the stage." He says, "Okay, we'll lead you in now. We've got him inside. He's still a bit shaken, but we'll get you inside." He leads away to a side entrance, and you come in. You enter into the lovely, beautiful lobby. Crimson carpet, gold fixtures. It's beautiful, but also kind of
a bit much.
Yeah. It's an opera house. Everything's a bit much.
Is there a ghost in here somewhere?
No, not yet. So you're led into the main hall. Now the main hall, once again, it's an opera house, giant hall. Balcony seats, a couple of rows either side, and on stage you see the curtains have been drawn, and you can make out the set. The set looks to be looking like a medieval castle, and there is someone sitting in a throne. And the detective goes, "Okay, there's the body." And he points at the yellow figure sitting in the throne. He says, "So that's the body. We have night watchman. We have Paul Kent. We have him over to the side. He's currently getting coffee. He's a bit shaken. We're trying to get him to calm down so we can take a statement. The stage is yours. So, players, your first decisions. What would you like to do? Night watchman or the stage?"
So sorry, hold on, because I am stupid. So we are part of this volunteer detective group.
Mm-hmm. Or the detective club.
The detective club.
Yes.
I think Tina is gonna go over to what we can assume right now is the only witness, aside from the dead body. She's gonna go over.
Tina's going towards the watchman. Kat, are you joining, or are you heading to the stage, or are you wanting to do anything else? Once again, these are just the suggestions I'm offering to you. But you're a player, role play.
Yeah. Well, Stanley is a doctor who is also a detective, so or he's in the detective club, so he would probably go investigate the dead body, right?
Okay, so you're heading to the stage. You're heading to the night watchman. I'm going to roll for this. Odd, we go with the writer to the watchman. Even, we go to the stage. Okay, that is a 2. We go to the stage. You step on. You're a little bit disappointed that the limelights aren't actually lit, and it's currently just someone has turned on one of the spotlights just to turn a couple of them on to illuminate the stage. So what you see is from afar look like a grand, beautiful throne, but you've got a bit closer, you realize, well, it's plywood,
Before the props don't look pretty up close.
Yeah. So you get closer, and you see that the person sitting in the throne is wearing a long yellow robe that goes all the way from the head, down the arms, bodies, and the body, not bodies, and is wearing a mask that includes the crown in the front of it. You notice from their wrists, they seem to have been nailed to the throne.
Ooh.
And you can see poking out from beneath the robes, a very nice pair of shoes.
Oh, well, at least he has nice shoes.
That's true.
So he's been deliberately positioned there, I'm sure, because somebody literally nailed his wrist to the arms of the throne.
What? He didn't fall like that?
It's been a terrible accident.
No,
It's been
a terrible
This
accident.
man sat wrong in the chair.
So before you is the body. It has not been touched by any of the other investigators or the officers. You're the first
Right.
person there. What would you like to do?
I would like to, well, let's observe the wounds that I noticed first, the nail marks.
Okay, you can see because the robe is just kind of barely covering it, but you see on the left wrist what looks to be a railroad spike. Great to be a DM and have a mild stutter. Kneeling their left wrist down, and you notice the same on the right.
Wow. Who's ever done this is very
That's
vindictive.
Mm.
Can I observe, like, just investigate the body for, like, other wounds or, like, time of death and stuff like that?
Go ahead. So now we're going to get back in a wee bit of the telling people the rules. This is what a traditional Call of Cthulhu character sheet looks like. Kat currently has a very simplified version of this. So you should allow you to run, let's say, medicine.
Okay.
Okay, what is the medicine skill you have written down there?
60.
Okay, roll and try to get under that.
Oh, I got it 60 exactly.
That is a pass. So you start examining, and because you're a doctor, you pull on some gloves and start, is the body still rigid? Is there rigor mortis? And then you realize, as you get to the elbows, just reaching, touching through the robes, you feel what feels to be different nails. And you go higher and you feel to the shoulders, there are 2 different nails. And as you press on it, you're like, wait a minute. You kind of look around and you realize he's not wearing the robes, but the robes are kind of being put on over.
Okay.
The robes are kind of just covering him rather than he's wearing them. Though you do notice, you can kind of just see here under the mask, a lot of dry blood.
This is problematic.
This becomes an investigation game, I know. Once again, it's 1930,
Yeah.
so you're a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
They won't mind if you, examine the body.
So I guess I can take the mask off, see what's been bleeding.
Yeah, so are you just gonna take it and pull?
There's like a fastener or something on it, right?
I can't see any
For that?
fastener.
Okay, then I guess I'll carefully try to pull it off.
Reach around.
I don't want to disturb wounds. There
Funny you should say
he's
that.
dead, so it wouldn't
Funny
hurt
you
him,
should
but-
still say that. As you pull, you hear a very wet noise. And you're like, okay,
fine.
this pulled off really easily. And then you look in and you realize these are 2 big off spikes inside where the eyes are. And then you look at the body. This is where David's going to have to do something fun.
All you gotta do is sanity check.
Yeah, you could do a sanity check.
I would lose my shit if I saw that.
So you see this, you gasp. We don't gasp just yet. You might gasp. Constitution. You're doing a sanity check. Roll for Constitution.
Love it. Oh,
What number did you
that's
get?
a 90.
So this is how David.
you
So once again, as we said
did
earlier, David has his own little thing to do. Sanity. Now, depending how they feel, it's either like, if they feel like by 1 or 2, I use a D3 or something. Something easy. But you feel it by about 30. So David's going to use
Damn.
a D6. Wait, did you say you got it to 90?
Yeah.
Let's move that
Yeah.
to a 2d9.
My dice were like, F that.
You've lost 3 sanity.
Awesome.
David
Good
gets
thing.
to go to his book. So, would you like for me to roll this, or would you like me to pick this at random?
Go ahead and roll it.
So, odd is for phobia, even is for mania.
Okay.
You've got a mania, where's my percentile?
Awesome.
Because there's thankfully 100 of these, so I can just do a percentile roll. And I roll 52. Let's see what 52 gives us. 52 give us...
Figure the number 52.
This one I'm going to have to mess with you a lot with.
No.
52 is habromania, abnormal tendency to create pleasant delusions.
Man, that's just me. I don't know.
So as you look back, you scream, but then you're like, oh, it's fine. They're just lovely roses in the man's eyes. He's just sleeping. That you think
Beautiful.
of for like 3 minutes, and then you're like, no, he's dead. That's
Wait,
eye
this is
sockets.
horrible.
I'm having a bit of a thing here. While this is happening, the writer approaches the guard. The guard is a man who, he looks to be in his 50s, looks quite shaken by all this. He's kind of just sitting with like a blanket around him with some coffee, and he's like, we're very scared.
So Tina will approach, and in her beautiful, soothing author voice.
Oh God, I've heard your voice.
No, none of those things are correct.
Hi, you're the guard here?
Pardon? I can't hear you over that weird voice you're doing.
Hi. You're the guard here?
I am. By the way, because I think I have a skill here. I'm just going to double check if you have it or not. I'm going to give you this, right? If you roll a d6, and if you get 1 or 2, this character's going to recognize you.
Oh, I got it too.
I know you. I read that book about golf or something. Golfing with giants. Yes,
Golf.
I love that. I read it.
Giant golf.
Yeah, I loved that. It was lovely. Put me right to sleep.
I'm so glad you like it.
You sound so f***ing stoned. Anyway, he's slightly okay. Since he recognizes you, he's slightly at ease.
Oh, good.
So, I know tonight's been really rough for you. I just had a few questions, if that's okay.
He nods, taking a sip of the coffee.
Okay. So you don't have to answer anything you don't want to, but if you can't...
Okay, I'm just saying this now. I can't take this seriously. I'm about to start giggling after listening to you. Don't use that
Yeah,
voice for
I
this
hate
game.
this voice.
I can't do it. I can't handle listening to that for this entire game. I'm saying that now as the GM, and I'm about to do some really stupid voices.
Oh God! All right, I won't do my elementary school teacher.
Thank you.
I'll
Please, oh
do my middle-aged Jewish woman.
Okay,
Give me a
that.
second.
Perfect.
Okay, darling. So, I know tonight's been really rough. And if you could tell me a little bit about, what happened. Don't hurt yourself, okay, sweetheart?
Okay. Well, last night I got here after they did dress rehearsal. After I made sure everyone was leaving. Okay. Last time I checked in here was about 10 o'clock. Curtain was drawn. Nothing was here. Then I started doing my rounds, and then I was in the office for quite a lot of that. I was reading your book, by the way. Love it. Oh my God. Chapter 4, where you interview that golfer.
Darling.
Around about 5, I heard a noise. Like a couple of people were moving around. That was just some kids breaking in.
So it was 5 a.m.?
Around about 5, I started,
Around about 5, okay.
looking around. And then by about 5:30, I checked the main theatre, and that's when I found them. I thought once again some kids messing around with the prop or something, but then I went to move it and I saw its wrists had been nailed down, and I checked for a pulse and it was cold.
So you weren't in this area from after 10 p.m. to about 5 a.m.?
Yeah, we never have any problems here. I usually do rounds of the
No.
main building.
Okay. That's good. I'm so sorry you had to deal with this. I'd get all crazy. I'd be a little mischievous about this. So, and to your knowledge, when you did your rounds, everybody that was in the building to begin with had already left?
I literally locked the door behind them when they left.
You locked the door behind
Yeah.
them? Okay.
The last
And then
one's
did you-
here. That would have been. He seemed kind of thinking about this.
Okay, take your
And
time.
he's like-
Don't worry, sweetheart.
It was the main actor. What's his name? Something Saint. Something. He literally clicks his fingers and points because you're currently outside of the main hall. And he points to the poster saying, "The King in Yellow, coming soon." And you see near the bottom saying, "Starring Ryan Saint."
Ryan.
And Mr. Damon, the director. I think his name's Quincy. They're very, very friendly, and they were leaving late.
Okay, so the last people you saw were Ryan Saint and Quincy,
And
yeah?
right, and right after they left, I did my walk around, including the main theater, and locked up.
Okay. And then, after you found the body, did you go and did you investigate?
No, I rang the police. I'm not paid enough.
Okay.
I'm not paid enough to
And
deal with
then,
this.
yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, minimum wage, am I right?
1932. Minimum what?
Yeah, no, you're right.
I get
What?
I get paid.
You get paid?
I've heard of this money. I have a shilling. A silver dollar to my name for the whole week.
Oh, Charlie Henry.
That's probably an exaggeration, but hey. Meanwhile, you hear a scream coming from the doctor on the stage.
Good God!
Are you going to investigate this?
Yeah, Tina's gonna go check that out.
Now, Doctor, as you come back to your senses and you see the author approaching, are you going to warn the author about what they're going to see?
Yeah.
Then warn the author.
Good God, this man's been thoroughly nailed through the eyes with this mask.
Oh no!
His shoulders and elbows and wrists are all also nailed to his chair.
Tina, as you approach, you see, but because it was not a shock, I'm not going to make you roll for sanity. Yet. Tina arrives on stage, you're both there. You're still standing with the ornamental mask. So what do you want to do next?
Put that back. I'm not...
I don't want to.
Okay, but you're just kind of standing there holding it? I don't think that's doing you any favors, sweetheart. I
think I'm going to set it down. I'm not going
Okay, so as the doctor goes to set it down, you both notice the inside is literally gold.
Ooh.
As they set it down, it's literally the spotlight hits it and you realize, that's gold.
How did the theater department afford this?
As you hold it and you look at it more, you realize this isn't a prop. Everything else seems to be plywood or fake. This is... You realize...
Is it like porcelain and gilded and all that?
It's gold. You're holding... this is really...
solid gold.
This is a solid gold mask that you're holding. Which, by the way...
I'm looking at this thing that's probably the most valuable thing I've ever held in my hand.
The detective notices it, looks around and says, give that to me now before any of these f***ing idiots see.
I'm like...
He takes it, literally puts it in the bag next to him and says... We don't talk about this until we get to the station in a locked room.
Understood.
Because he's like, I don't trust any of these idiots around gold. You're now beside a blinded corpse.
Is the rest of his face still intact? I assume it's male.
You see his face, and you see that it's literally frozen in anguish, in agony.
I don't blame him. He got his eyeballs ripped out, and he was nailed to a chair. My goodness.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do next?
So I think Tina is gonna just gonna take the gold cloth off just to see.
The robe?
Yeah. Since it's just like on top, we haven't.
Okay.
We haven't seen.
Okay, so you're
yeah,
just.
she's like.
Are you doing a dramatic reveal?
She's like, oh, I know this is gonna be gross, but we got.
I'm like,
and you're both watching this, yeah?
Yeah, reluctantly, but yes.
So the writer reaches for the robe, yanks it free, and then you're both going to roll sanity for this. As the man has been nailed by his wrists, elbows, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles to this throne. But the most terrifying thing is, his chest is ripped open. And he's been literally open.
The entrails are all over.
They're in his lap. So both of you can roll sanity.
No, he's been disemboweled.
Awesome.
Constitution, roll me sanity. Both of you. Let's go with Kat first.
Oh, I got double zeros. I'm sure that's...
no.
You got 100.
Oh, that's the worst.
100.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's fine.
Okay. V, what did you get?
I got 80.
Yeah, rolling you. You lose 2 sanity. Now for Kat, because you literally give me the... I love the fact this is the second roll you've had to do.
The worst roll possible.
I'm rolling a d20.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm a doctor.
Not for long, you've just lost 8 sanity.
Awesome.
So that means, you get 2 more. Would you like me to roll for them, or would you like them at random?
Yeah, go for it.
Will it be at random, or do you want me to choose something for you? Because if it's choosing, I'll choose one of each.
Either way is fine. Whatever you want.
And I find a perfect one. Number 50. Electrophobia. Fear of doctors. Let's go with mania.
Fuck.
What?
I see myself in the mirror like, ah!
91. Sophomania. The delusion that one is incredibly intelligent. So not only are you occasionally delusional in a positive sense, you think you're amazing and intelligent, and also you're afraid of doctors. Oh, it's going to be fun when we have to go to work. So you've lost 11. V has lost 2. One more, V gets a phobia or mania.
I just cannot work with my coworkers ever.
Actually, just no, because the detective's there as well. Let's see how he reacts. Let's give a week.
Yeah, how's he
quick.
going?
He rolled a 1. This man is Arkham born and bred. This is not like disemboweling. It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay, so the doctor
Tuesday.
literally has to have to go take a moment for reasons.
I have to go take a moment and
But,
vomit in the corner.
Yeah, pretty much. You're nearly vomiting. Tina, you kind of just. Okay.
Okay, that was unexpected. Oh my gosh.
How did I make it through med school?
Okay,
How
I
long has
think
it
I'm
been,
gonna
like,
cover
30
this
minutes?
up. I think we've seen enough.
The detective goes, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Because once again, he literally just critted this and just was fine. Hops on stage
Yeah,
and...
he's
No, he hops on stage, stops shooting, literally reaches into the chest cavity.
Oh.
Then he's like, the heart's gone. That's not possible. He's in the asylum.
What?
What?
I've seen this kind of murder before, but he's in the Arkham Asylum, which, once again, was in Lovecraft before Batman. This is almost the exact same way that Kevin Kent, aka the Butcher of Hangman's Hill, killed. He used to nail his victims down and disembowel them and take the heart. The eye thing's new, though. It's a copycat killer. Must have been. He's been in the sanatorium for over 6 years.
Okay, well, I guess we have a lead.
He also looks at you and goes, can I borrow the robe? And just kind of like starts washing his hand.
Yeah, you
gonna wear it?
clean yourself up, honey. You're a mess.
Statement of fact, sir.
Thanks. So, what would you like to do next?
So, we do have two leads. One is the mask, and the second is this Kevin Kent. I think that we should talk to the detective first.
Question. Are you finished with the crime scene?
Should we investigate more of the stage area, like backstage and all that?
If you want
See
to.
if
Say
there wouldn't
something.
trail blood
I'm
everywhere.
going to say something,
Okay.
which I'm going to be saying a lot. Roll for spot hidden. Spot hidden is kind of the go-to investigation tool
Spot hidden
in this
40.
game. So, what did you just get?
I got 100.
Okay, you've literally suddenly got a migraine and have
Oh
lost
my
the ability to
gosh,
see.
I need
You've legally gone blind for the next 2 minutes.
Ow, my eyeballs.
What did you get?
I got a 93.
So both of you have failed that. So as you regain the ability to see again, what would you like to do?
I would like to do is I would like to check the doors because obviously they were locked before. I want to
What
see if any
door?
of them were
As
locked.
every single door, there's like 200 doors here. What door are you looking for?
Oh no!
It's a huge
Yes.
building. You're going to have to narrow it down.
It's an opera house. There's
Yeah.
like so many doors.
Hell, I didn't even.
Are there
think of
backstage
this.
doors? We could check those.
There is a
More-
backstage past the fake Rocky eye crap. So you're on backstage?
Sure.
Okay. V.
I just realized something important. We didn't ask anyone. Does anybody recognize the victim?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All three of you look at the victim and go, I mean, I think the eye thing of still being caked in blood might be an idea. There's still a body. You've seen this. The man seems. So I just realized I probably should describe it. He still seems to be wearing what used to be a three-piece suit. Unfortunately, the waistcoat and shirt are
It is
ruined.
entirely ruined.
Yeah, but he is fully dressed.
Okay, so it wasn't someone that the night guard recognized.
Well, Night Guard hasn't seen this yet. He's still. He only seen the mask.
Yeah, he only saw the mask. Over there.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
go...
we want to inflict more insanity on this man.
No,
The detective
I
goes, we can go get him if you like.
have
We can go get him. It'll only take a second. Do you want me to go get him? The traumatized man who's already a bit freaked out by this?
Listen, I'm gonna.
Hey, go get the Night Guard. Go get the Night Guard. He says to some constable who's
No,
thrown
no,
up
no,
in his
no.
helmet.
God.
So,
The-
okay,
he
so really
scampers
quick,
off.
for this dude's sanity, just for the sake of this fucking NPC that we'll probably never see again, Tina's gonna cover up the worst part, so she's gonna like cover up to his chest or his
Yeah.
shoulders,
Yep.
and then she's gonna kind of position herself in front of it because she wants to give him like a grace period to like prepare.
Okay.
him.
Mr. Kent is rolled in. He's still got the coffee, still shaking a bit, still got the blanket. He says, you wanted to see me?
Okay, now, Mr. Kent, I need to ask you something very difficult.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to be strong for me. I need you to be as strong as a golfing giant
I will try.
in this moment.
A golfing job.
Now, I'm gonna let you know right now, this man has no eyeballs.
What?
So I just keep that in mind. I need you to look and see if you can tell me if you know who this is, because you could be the person who helps break this case. And hey, who knows? Maybe I'll write a book about it, and I
Okay,
will make sure to
okay.
write how brave Mr. Kent was
Okay.
as the night watchman.
Okay.
Okay, now here we are, sweetheart. Easy breath. Here we go. And
No pressure.
she steps aside and She's like, she has her arm around him. She's like rubbing his arm.
So he
She's
looks.
like,
He
"It's
looks into the
okay,
face
it's
of the corpse. He's now rolling a Constitution check,
fine."
which he
Yeah.
feels horribly. He screams in abject terror. This man, who's in his late 50s, screams in abject terror, saying, "It's Mr. Torrance!" And then he drops dead from a heart attack.